the girl a-running in a group. She had a high-speed motor in a 40 Ford coupe. She had a racing cam and a supercharged. Look at Buddy, hot rod at large. She's a hot rod. She's a hot rod. She's my hot rod.
AM 1420, 95.1 FM, WIMS, Talk of the South Shore. The guy who will go out and dress in a hula hoop with a hula skirt, have a cigar and a beer or two in his hand, and not have any problem with it. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him. Big George, what's up, buddy? How are you?
What's going on, man? Was yesterday a beautiful day for cars or what?
Can I tell you this? I saw so many convertibles yesterday. I saw hot rodders out on the streets yesterday. I saw people walking doggies, playing parks. Talk to me, please.
Oh, you know what? We love it. We absolutely love it. You know why in our business? Now the windows are coming down.
Absolutely.
People are rolling down the windows, and guess what? They can hear all those annoying brake noises, tire noises, suspension noises. This is when we get busy. People are going, whoa, how long has that been there? Because they've been bundled up with a heater going all winter.
Well, you know what? I'm so glad you brought that up because that is a great point. Big George, his show's on Wednesday evenings, 5 p.m., WIMS, 6 p.m. same day, WHFB. Encore presentation, Saturday mornings, 10 a.m., WIMS, 11 a.m., WHFB. Let's chat about as we are now in spring. You're rolling down the windows. You're hearing a little cloppity clop, a little and a little rattling and stuff. What do we need to do to prepare for not only spring but summer, but really tune that car up? Let's talk about that for a minute, George.
Well, you know what? You've got to get it into somebody, a good tech, somebody reliable that isn't just out to make a lot of money, that will take care of you. He has a hoist, he has the machinery to look at your car, to check it out, and make sure what it needs. This winter, I'll tell you what, this winter, there was not a lot of snow, but it was the coldest winter I've been through in a long time, and cold takes its toll on vehicles. We're still putting batteries in cars whose batteries were perfectly good when winter started, and that 50 below got them, and they just aren't going to make it through the summer.
Yep. I am so with you. So one of the things that I would recommend is going to see a professional like Big George, the car guy. It is so worth the ride, George, because I trust you. You do my car. I love you to pieces. You've actually helped me find out different things when we're working with our great group at LaPorte Chrysler, because everybody knows that my truck is still under warranty. So they help me with my warranted parts. But Big George, you help me with everything else. It's just that simple.
Well, you know what? They're a good group of guys too, and everybody working together is going to keep you on the road, buddy. You put a lot of miles on.
As we speak, I've got a loaner from LaPorte Chrysler. They're working on. I think I said cylinder number 4 was screwed up or something. I know Glenn and the crew are over there helping me out big time, and Matt and the gang. I mean, like you said, it's under warranty. You might as well use it, right?
Absolutely. You paid for it.
Yep.
I mean, what the heck?
So if folks want to come to you, what would you recommend? I mean, I'm just telling you, folks, very easy to get to right off of, Ridge Road. If you get off at, Kennedy Avenue, the Boulevard, Indianapolis Boulevard, even go to Torrance, literally right to Ridge. It's right there. You're on the corner. You guys have been there forever, for several decades. But what I love is you could come in there and you and Ronnie and the crew will let you know kind of every time I'm there. There's people walking in and out of there. You give them this synopsis. You kind of go, here's what's wrong with your baby, and here's what it's going to cost you. What do you want to do about it? So what would you suggest?
After 37 years on that corner, which, by the way, April 1st, we passed up. We're now in our 38th year.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. And after 37 years, I mean, I have people that come in there and ask me, what plumber do I use? What electrician do I use?
Yep.
I'm like a household name in town. And I don't care. I like people. I always have.
No,
That's why I opened that place. I worked for dealers up until I opened the place in '82, and I've always been a car guy.
You're awesome. Speaking of great cars.
Ever been to a car show or a local cruise night and seen those really cool hot rods with their gorgeous interiors and wonder who can create interiors like that? A real craftsman, and that's who Marco Leon is. He's the owner of MC Custom Interiors, located at 9938 Express Drive in Highland, Indiana, and is the premier interior designer and installer in Northwest Indiana. He's crafted many unique award-winning designs. Call Marco at 219-588-4189 to schedule an appointment. He's simply the best.
Hey, Dan just asked me to ask you about that, so I wanted to play that, so we got the number. Custom interiors for hot rods or cars. Can you chat about that for a minute with Marco?
Oh, Marco is the man. We had him on the show not that long ago, and for once, he did not scare me. He usually brings in some kind of exotic animal hide that everybody's afraid to touch. And he's always got something that he's making interiors out of that are custom. Or he likes to make motorcycle seats he made one out of a long-haired Mexican cow one time.
Wow.
I've never seen a long-haired Mexican cow. You know why? They're in the mountains.
That is really cool.
They have to go up and get them.
That is very, very cool. Well, he does customized work, obviously, and he's another great partner of Big George the Carguy. 928 Car Guys when George is on the air, and it's going to be a fun one. So this week, I'm sure we're going to talk about getting ready for spring and summer. Any recalls or anything you want to tease? Because there's a lot of, every time we talk to you, there's crazy amounts of recalls.
Oh, I've got a bunch of recalls, but you know what? There's two big news stories for this week. The biggest one is, after decades, Chrysler FCA Dodge, the Dodge Ram pickup truck.
Yep.
For the first quarter of 2019, passed up General Motors in pickup truck sales.
Wow. Really?
Yes. Now, they're still numbers. They're number 2. Number 3 is Chevy. Number 1, of course, is Ford. But I told you when I went to the auto show this year, everything was trucks. Dodge redid their F-150, their 150. I think they call it Ram 150, R150. Anyway, they redid it for 2018, and sales just took off. And now they're just that's the first time ever that Dodge passed up Chevy.
I'm going to tell
General
you this.
Motors, I mean, the number 1 biggie in the world.
Yeah.
Passed them up in sales of pickup trucks.
The only thing I have a problem with, and I'm not saying this just because I know it's going to make me sound real old, but this goes back to the early 80s, I paid $52,000 for my first townhome with Norma. And this, like, early 80s, okay? And today, you can't find a truck. I mean, trucks are 40, 50, 60, 70. It's freaking unreal. Like, how do they expect you to pay for this?
Ford's got one out there right now, an F-350 that's almost $100,000.
That's insane to me.
For a pickup truck to get it, to put rocks in the back and get it all dented and banged up.
Right.
You're going to spend $100,000 on a workhorse.
That, to me, is insane. Insane. I mean, I get it.
It's just crazy.
Well, I mean, and everybody now, the notes are 7, 8 years. It's like, are you kidding me? 4 and 5 years to me is too much. But
they're 7, 8, even 10-year notes, 10-year loans.
That's crazy. You know what?
These vehicles. Well, some of them carry an extended warranty for 10 years or 100,000 miles on the drivetrain anyway. So people are keeping them longer, that's for sure. But 10 years to pay on a car?
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
Oh, my God. You know how much interest you paid in 10 years?
I'm with you.
You may as well buy another house.
Well, that's what I'm all about. Well, I'm looking forward to the show. Wednesdays, of course, 5 p.m. on WIMS, 6 p.m. on WHFB, and then the encore presentation weekends, Saturdays, right after Jeff and Julie and Burning Issues. They're live 8 to 10. Big George jumps on from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. here on WIMS, and we simulcast it on WHFB, same time, but they're in the Eastern time zone. Big George, look forward to seeing you and Eric Avila this week, so keep up the great work. And we saw Tim yesterday here at WIMS. I know he was working on a bunch of stuff for Big George, so keep watching the Facebook Live, folks, and keep it locked down. And if you want any more information about Big George, feel free to email us over here at WIMS. Thanks, buddy.
We're going to do it, buddy. Thank you.
You got it. Have a good one. Big George rocks. AM 1420, 95.1 FM, WIMS, Michigan City, a Girard Media Company, streaming live at WIMSradio.com.